Don't get fooled. The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat postgame show.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Last time I went at the Hawks fans who dared to tell me that Trae Young was the best player in the series. Okay. We've already established that. I don't need to go at Trae Young anymore. He came out tonight, scored a little 25, little piddly-ass 25. I'm not talking to no Hawks fans tonight. I'm talking to Heat fans. You motherfucker. I'm talking to you. You watching me right now. Who said Jimmy Butler can't be the number one option on a championship team? You who told me, yo, Heat's crunch time offense. I don't know what they're going to... Shut the fuck up! What is wrong with y'all? Heat culture, baby. Get some fucking guts. Jimmy can't shoot. Jimmy's not a shooter. What are we going to do? Jimmy's contract. Shut the fuck up! Y'all be crying about bullshit in fucking February. Calm the fuck down. Jimmy Butler is a goddamn mercenary. He's an assassin. He kills motherfuckers out. You see what he did? 45 fucking points. 45 motherfucking points. Last time I gave y'all a number. I gave y'all 8 points. 8 points from Trae Young. 45 points from Jimmy tonight. 45 motherfucking points. You can't win with Jimmy as your number one scorer. He's not a hooper. He's not a hooper. Oh, Jason, shut up. Y'all some whiny motherfucking bitches, man. Jesus. Y'all let one fucking playoff series where the motherfucker had the shortest offseason in NBA history. He got outscored by Bryn Forbes. Oh, he got outscored by Bryn. Y'all let that shit color your entire analysis for an entire fucking year. You're fucking cowards. You are cowards is what you are. Jimmy Butler dragged a fucking beat the shit up Heat team in the bubble to a 6th game with fucking the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. He did that. Y'all forgot after 1 year where he had no offseason and he came back and stuck it in you. You fucking cowards. You fucking haters. Anyway, good job, Brass. Jeez. Listen. I done went after fucking the Atlanta Hawks fans and their trash weed and their underground mall and their just whole fucking city and their red clay dirt that gets on your fucking white shoes. I went at them. I'm going at Heat fans tonight. Crunch time offense. What are they gonna do? Oh, Jimmy in the step back. Jimmy hit a step back through in your fucking face tonight. Stop crying. Stop being weird, bro. Get some fucking guts. Anyway, I'm Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat postgame show, Hangover Time. If you're watching live on Twitch, we love you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Send us bits and all that other shit. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching the replay, we love you as well. Go ahead and hit us up with some comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. But if you can catch the live show on Twitch, it is a much better experience. And if you're listening tomorrow, the podcast in your car, I've been telling you to drink on your way to work.
Stop doing that.
No, this time, I don't want you to drink. I want you to take that drink and pour a little bit out for the Heat fans that was crying about crunch time. Don't now when you park and you're in the parking lot for work, unless you operate heavy machinery, drink like a motherfucker on the way into work. You know, they can't, once you're there, they can't do that much. They can't do that much. They can just send you home. They just send you home. There ain't shit wrong with that. Anyway, Brass, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Let's find out what everybody's drinking, and let's find out who your player of the game was. Someone in the chat said, "Fuck Migos, fuck Michael Vick, fuck T.I." I agree with all that shit.
Fuck dirt weed and
Fuck
traffic.
bad weed. Not fuck Outkast.
Wait, what's happening with Brass?
I don't know. Brass
looks like Instagram in 2020.
Well, he looks like your camera.
Oh my god!
Wow, that's a good one, G. I like that.
It really is. Like it shouldn't be the messenger, but the joke was so good. I'm gonna just let him have it.
Yeah, he's not. He shouldn't be allowed to say that, but it was a good joke. Yeah, like the whole fucking Atlanta thing is like fuck Migos, fuck what's all these other shitty rappers,
T.I.
and then it's like Outkast, you're cool. Fuck T.I. Everybody like Outkast, you're cool.
Jeezy, you can stay.
Is Brass coming back? I'm just gonna move on without Brass.
I don't know.
No, I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out this. I blame G for this shit.
How the turntables?
Oh, fuck you, G. I can still take you out, motherfucker.
I almost said something real crude, but Brass is still here, so I'm not.
Somebody said fuck Six Flags. Correct.
Oh damn.
Anyway, so I'm gonna let y'all know for real. I'm trying for these motherfuckers to help me on this show because I've been drinking way too much tonight. I know it's only Tuesday. I don't know what happened to me. Shit got out of hand around 7:15, 7:18. In between those time periods, I drank too much, so I'm fucked up. G, what are you drinking tonight, and who was your player of the game?
I did a little Brass tonight. I made a little sidecar, which is Henny, lemon, and orange liqueur. So, Henny all playoffs. We won game one. It was the Henny. We're going with this whole playoffs. I just got a new bottle. So we got this player of the game. Eyes of a killer. Jimmy fucking Buckets. If anybody says anything else, maybe Trae Young was almost the best player for the Heat, especially in the second half. My guy had as many turnovers as he did field goals.
you know they gonna talk about it tomorrow, Tiff, on ESPN. Trae Young bounced back, but he couldn't overcome the play of Jimmy Butler. Motherfucker had a triple double with fucking he didn't even have a triple double. Turnover with plus minus points and turnovers. He had a triple double tonight. They're gonna talk about he responded. 25. They're gonna go crazy for my man. He ate 50% from the field, 2 for 10 from 3-point land. They're gonna go crazy for my boy, but like Jimmy just outshined him.
Alf, I have a question about that. How did Trae pick up 3 fouls when he's never played defense in his life?
Bro,
his hair got in the way.
Go ahead, Tiff. What are you drinking tonight, and who was your player of the game?
Fucking Trae look like he got a soundtrack with what's his name? What's the kid name from Trolls? What's the the white dude from
Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
You just called Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake singing Trae's life story. Fucking troll looking ass.
Shout out to Jeremy Taché.
Yeah,
why can't we still see Brass? Anyway, go ahead.
It's a little unnerving. Brass and Brass
I told G to
blackface.
fucking back up produce and bring the fucking cameras in it out, but he's being a dick about it. Come on, man.
Oh, I didn't know.
Help me out, G.
I didn't see
You
that.
fucking bitch.
I'll remove.
Get Brass out of blackface. I don't like that.
No, you can't remove me because the fucking music stops, man.
I didn't do that. Alf did.
I did. Trying all kinds of
All
shit.
right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep talking and act like none of this is happening.
I like that Flanagan's cup. Look at that.
I got my Flanagan's cup.
Where'd you get that?
It was Flanagan's. Take me out, G. The fuck? Where'd you get that? Flanagan's.
I do have to say, all the audio, only audio.
I'm still
Brass
talking,
is not really wearing
Kenny.
blackface. I had to.
Damn it.
Brass is not wearing blackface.
Is this the worst show ever? Like, what's happening?
Brass is out. We're out. We're discombobulated.
What we're doing is we're doing what we can to get through it, just like the Heat did tonight.
Kenny,
what are you drinking?
We gotta move along.
Get Tiff first stuff, man. Come on.
Tiff, what's up?
My bad, Tiff.
I'm gonna cuss y'all the fuck out. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be talking. Take me out. I don't even know.
What are you
Players
drinking?
of the game for me are I'm gonna combine that shit. Give me a little sprinkle of Max. Give me a little sprinkle of Gabraham, and throw a little Dedmon in the garage, and that's how you won your game. Right
There
there.
you go.
Take me out.
Shake it up in a cocktail, pour it out.
That's it.
Kenny. Oh, hey.
I'll just use a fucking busted ass fucking computer camera. That's fine.
Good enough.
Whatever.
The rest of us
Listen, man, I had to unplug a bunch of shit for the fucking watch party and stuff like that, and here's G's being an asshole. Meanwhile, but no, because like this is like the first time I had a camera issue, because this is like a legit issue. Like my camera's like dead. But like you just are like, I'm just not gonna fix my fucking cable, and I'm just gonna let this pop in and out for 2 seasons.
I changed the cable. It's the
Dude,
camera.
motherfucker, it's happened. Whatever. My player of the game. Thanks for asking. I made a Mai Tai for my guy Jimmy fucking Butler. Everything Alf said. Blah blah blah. Fuck you. He Twitter, man. You just there is something about. It's infuriating, okay? I don't know what it is, if it's like you're just too used to winning in the past or something like that, but like nowadays, it's one thing to like freak out, right? Freak out after a loss or a couple losses, something like that. You fuckers, you freak out over like an 8-0 run by the opposing team. What the hell is wrong with you? Get some fucking nuts and guts and shut the fuck up and watch this team take a 2-0 lead in the fucking playoffs. Jesus, man. Anyway, it's good Mai Tai though.
Yo, I love this comment. Jay Williams on suicide alert. That's who it was. Jay Williams, punk ass. Some of my bitch.
He is. I'm gonna get to him.
Jay
Williams and
Jimmy
Weird
gonna have
Al.
trouble. Jimmy gonna have trouble with that Hawks defense. Anyway, go ahead, Kenny. What are you drinking? And who was your player of the game?
I can't let the Jay Williams point go by because it's so confusing that he's that dumb. Because like he's arguably the best NCAA point guard ever, and it takes IQ for that. And I understand like some people after not playing that long may forget it, but like if you're Jay Williams, that stuff's like riding a bike. Yeah, let us think in.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh shit.
riding a motorcycle,
I got it, Kenny.
ruin your career.
Yeah.
Terrible joke, Kenny. It's
Yeah,
fucked
my
up.
player of the game. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm having a horrible night. My player of the game is Jimmy Butler. Fuck the drink. I'm drinking lemonade. I'm not drinking tonight. My life is going horribly, and if I drink, I'm not going to stop.
Whoa.
My player of the game.
Christ.
Oh my god.
Wait, hang on. We got to change music for him.
You okay, man?
We'll see tomorrow. But my player of the game is Jimmy Butler. I mean, we can't stress this enough. Clutch numbers are the dumbest stat in sports because, I mean, not to be saying it all year. If something has a small sample size, it means it rarely fucking happens. So why are we stressing ourselves over this for months now?
Your bad days with small sample size. Really it's okay.
No, pray for me. I just might lose my job. It's not that big of a deal.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
I never said I'd fire you. I was just joking.
no, I said pray like real James said pray. This is a horrible episode. Jimmy Butler. Wow. Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. Wow. I love it. Anyway, guys. Okay. So we've made it through the
This guy's
rough
camera.
patch.
Swear to God.
Oh my God. Okay. So listen, like the Heat tonight, we've made it through the rough patch. The first part of this show has been rough. Trae Young's out here getting put back. Like every fucking point Trae Young scored, every field goal tonight was off a broken play. Like he could not score on the Heat set defense all night long. So we're struggling like the Heat were in the first part of the game. But gee, when it came down to crunch time, the thing that everybody, every Heat fan, all the pundits, everybody was so concerned about, all the Heat did and Jimmy Butler did was just beat the shit out the Hawks.
It wasn't even Alf the way that we thought it would be. It wasn't Jimmy hunting a mismatch. It was Jimmy against DeAndre Hunter, right? It was Jimmy against their best defender, and it was him. You know, the jumper. He's getting lift. He's actually jumping. Like it's a jump shot because he's getting lift that he wasn't getting. He had like 4 dunks today, which I think is almost as important as the threes. The fact that he's not just playing under the rim, he's playing above it. He's been able to attack and even in tight spaces, because the spacing wasn't super great today with the way that Kyle and Bam were playing. It was a little cramped, and he was able to kind of slither in those spaces, finish. He was going to his primary objective was going to the rim. And I think that that's a far cry from a lot of the other late game offenses where Jimmy's just looking to get to that little elbow jumper or a post up turnaround. And when your priority is to score at the basket, you know, it opens up the rest of the game. They play you differently. You are able to kind of get into your rhythm with threes. And that's, you know, it's whoever has it going. If Tyler or Kyle or Bam or whoever, and they rotate closers like that, I think that that's the way that they got to do it by committee. And tonight, Jimmy, 45, one short of Wade's record for most in franchise history.
Tiff, speaking of DeAndre Hunter, he was out there. I guess he took the bully shit from the bully comments from Trae Young over the last couple of days seriously. DeAndre Hunter came out there like, I'm going to prove a fucking point.
I'll show them.
I'm going to pick on Kyle Lowry like Kyle Lowry gives a fuck about you. DeAndre Hunter was out there hunting. Like, he was wild. Like, they try to get physical back with the Heat. And the funny thing is, Tiff, the small liners beat their ass tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's not their that's the thing. Like, you know, when you play basketball, coaches always try to say, play your game. You don't want to try to play somebody else's game. Like, Atlanta is more run, gun, finesse, and let me shoot 30-foot threes. That's their game. They're not a physical team, especially if you don't have Capella, who's not really physical, but he's their, you know, big, whatever. It's not their game. Let me tell you, that small lineup of, I think PJ was at the 5. Then you had Jimmy. You had
Caleb
PJ.
at the 4.
Yeah, so you had Jimmy, PJ, Caleb, Max, and Gabe.
And Kyle or Gabe.
But that 5, when it was in the third quarter, that's the 5 that started to push that lead. That small lineup with PJ at the center. And all they did was run, they were gang rebounding, and they were basically pushing Atlanta off their spots. The Heat's team, they are physical. All these players are physical in their own right. They didn't just come to the Heat and decide, I'm going to be physical. No, they're used to the bump and grind. They're used to the physicality. And Atlanta, they don't have that. And it's not smart to all of a sudden try to change who you are to match up with someone. They'll be lucky to get a game if that's in, you know, so if that's Nate McMillan's game plan, you're not going to win a game. Like, you're going to get swept. And truth be told, Nate McMillan will be somewhere else next year. Like, this is how it works.
Spo just stays sending Nate McMillan to other places. Spo was Nate McMillan's resume. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nate McMillan, you need a new job? Play Spo in the playoffs. This is what's going to happen.
Or in the regular season.
Anywhere. Before we move on, let's just point out the fact that if y'all need some white hot Heat shirts, go ahead. G, you wanted to promote the shirts for the website. Go ahead.
No, so we have the Casey Bannerman, Jimmy Butler custom jerseys. They're very, very limited. We asked them to extend the sale one more week because they say had sold out. We asked them, Casey, please, can we print more to extend this while they have the week in the first round? So on the front, you get the Jim VP Miami Heat beat swatch, Casey Bannerman swatch, number 22, the Jim VP jersey. On the back, you get the custom art, Jimmy, the white hot logo, him powering up. When they gone, they gone. Check that out. The link's in chat. They're very limited. We just tweeted out the link as well, caseybannerman.com. They're great. Check them out. The BAM ones sold out really quick too. And everybody loved those. And we had so many people tweeting at us asking, hey, when are they going to go back on sale? They don't. They are limited run. So once they're done, they are done. Casey never resells jerseys. So they're very, very limited. They're artistic collector's item.
Slumpin' Slobinson asks, what is the link to order that hoe? And then we just put that in the chat. It's there for you watching the replay on YouTube. It's caseybannerman.com/products- whatever. Listen, if you're
MVP.
listening to the podcast, go on YouTube. I'm not gonna sit here and say all this shit.
We'll put the link in the description of the YouTube video.
Yeah, well,
Pretty cool though,
maybe,
because on
maybe.
this tonight, if
I don't know
you
how
add
long
up the numbers on the front and the back, it still doesn't count for as many points as Jimmy
Hey!
had. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It's
It
impressive.
will be how many
Brass.
turnovers Trae Young has in the series. Probably by game 3.
buddy.
So you had 2 all together. It's only 8, and Trae Young had 10 turnovers. Brass. Basically, Trae Young after the game was complaining about foul calls.
Sir.
They're gonna let them play like that. You're not gonna be easy.
What happened to bullies being the
Yeah,
bullies?
I thought he was
didn't
gonna
know-
fucking bully.
Bullies
Meanwhile,
don't
we
cry to the
fucking
teacher?
pushed his ass in a fucking locker tonight.
Look at Elder Barnes in that locker.
That's Chico. Oh, that ain't L. That's Chico. Out.
It feels weird though. It feels weird because
Kill me that again. I just want to see.
oh,
that
Just one more
rhythm
time. One more time. One more time.
you look so defeated.
That wispy ass mustache.
Right? it's literally just one strand of hair that he just pulled all the way across.
Yo, he's the first player with a comb over.
Young face, old head.
Oh my!
It feels a little weird right now because we have.
Wait, Brass, he looked like a crypt keeper.
Either way, to my earlier point, it feels weird right now because we actually have like the Knicks are rooting for us to beat the Hawks. It's a little weird. It's a little gross. No, it's fine. Although the hilarious thing is, fucking, I was so thrilled that the Hawks fucking took their ass last season in the playoffs. But here we are, but you know, I mean, we're dominating them like they never could. I mean, this team is not that great. I don't know, but like Trae. I mean, I'm not fucking afraid of him at all. And I'm not even afraid of him really going back to Atlanta. I think if they could have pulled out a win tonight, I think that maybe they could have had it in themselves to, you know, Trae can kind of get hot. I think he's that kind of player that, you know, he's just going to kind of, he's an excitable player. But, I mean, he's just playing scared. He's playing scared. He's passing the ball away, like, in situations he wouldn't normally do that. And they're just completely shook. And I mean, props to this team for just kind of like top to bottom, like defensively, they are doing a really good job. They obviously shot better tonight, but the depth of this team, we have been talking all season. This lineup it didn't get crunched down, and it didn't, you know, it's not just this like, you know, 8-man rotation they're going. They're going deep again. They're going deep. You know why? Because it worked this year. If it ain't fucking broke, don't fix it. There's nothing about there's no written fucking rule that says you need to tighten up your lineup so fucking much for the playoffs.
Kenny, it's an amazing point that Brass makes. Your leading scorer from last game, Duncan Robinson, played 7 minutes tonight. Because what tonight's game asked for was more defense. Because they came out, like they felt themselves a little bit. They was upset. DeAndre Hunter, like he drank a lot. He had a lot of fucking pre-workout before the game. Like, you know what I mean? He was so angry. Like that little light-skinned boy with the long-ass name from last game. He was the only one. They all hyped up. And then you know what? Spo said, Duncan, sit your ass down because DeAndre Hunter out here hyped up. He said, bring in Caleb. Like, he brought in defense. He's like, no, we don't want to get you hurt, Duncan. Sit down. You know, so the leading scorer from game 1 played 7 minutes tonight. That is the versatility of this Heat team. Like, speak to that. Like, that is a big move from a head coach.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's the way Eric Spoelstra has always coached. I saw the criticism of this Heat team going into this series that you can't win if you're depending on Jimmy Butler to be your number one option. But who the fuck? First of all, how do those people feel tonight? And second of all, Eric Spoelstra doesn't coach that way. It's always been whoever has a hot hand. It's always been matchups, whatever the case is. Even when Wade was here, it's just Wade always had the fucking hot hand. But that's just the way it's been. I mean, Eric Spoelstra is a versatile coach. He's one of the best coaches ever. He's not going to put the ball in one player's hands and live and die by it. He did it earlier in the season. We're going to ignore that, though. But for the most part, that's not the way he coaches. That's not the way this team plays. They beat you with versatility, 1 through 15. So good luck, Hawks, because they got this one guy to depend on, and he's giving them shit. And now we're seeing exactly why that doesn't work. You can key in on one guy, and if you stop him, you stop the whole team. And that's not the case with the Miami Heat. And it's never been the case with the Miami Heat.
But it makes it in a playoff situation. It makes it so much more difficult to game plan for the team because you don't know the fucking team that the Heat are going to put on the court. I saw people bitching about like Gabe Vincent playing minutes tonight. I'm like,
was amazing.
Exactly.
He was awesome. Yeah. He was fucking great, and he has been fucking great. He's been a crucial part to this squad, this team. This year, it's crazy.
Let me say one thing. Gabe, there's one playoff series that Gabe Vincent is built for. It is this one.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A quick, smallish point guard who's their best player. Oh shit, we got Gabe. Last year we were throwing Kendrick Nunn at their ass.
Right.
And we all know what happened then.
Right,
what a difference!
But Gabe,
What a difference!
What a difference! Gabe can imagine if the Lakers had this guy. If Gabe had, Gabe can put up points, but like his fucking defense, he's like smothering on defense.
Yes,
I pull one clip tonight. Just check this fucking steal out. This fucking steal. What? Look at fucking Gabe.
Look at how low he gets.
Watch this.
Give me that shit, bitch.
Holy shit!
Took his fucking lunch.
Are you fucking kidding?
Let me tell you something, bro.
Like, watch that fucking
if you watch this game closely tonight, they try to out physical Miami. And Miami kept doing shit like this.
Yep.
And you are not going to out you trying to out physical Miami and Keith on the bench. Keith ain't even out there.
Exactly.
You're trying to out physical Strus and Duncan, and you can't do it. Like literally, Duncan in his 7 minutes was out physical in these motherfuckers. Just in traffic rebounds. Like, how you let an in traffic rebound go to Duncan Robinson? This ain't your game. Like, you pull DeAndre Hunter out your ass and be like, DeAndre, get mad. Like, it was so sad to watch them try to be physical, Tiff.
DeAndre's trying to fight with a fat guy. Like,
and so I don't lose the point because as far as Duncan goes and as far as the game planning goes, if you notice when Duncan was in, they did game plan for Duncan. It was a complete fire drill. If he even got near the ball, everybody's rushing at him. But he played 7 minutes, so what the fuck are you going to do then? Your whole focus was on Duncan, and Jimmy lit your ass up. So now it's like, all right, well, fuck. And watch the next game, it'll be somebody else. And that's what you got to love about this team.
That's the thing. The depth doesn't need, depth doesn't mean that these players need to play 15 minutes. Like true excellent playoff depth is guys that can come in and give you 5 and 6 awesome smothering minutes and stay fresh. Like you look at, so Bam got in foul trouble early, Dedmon got in foul trouble, PJ got in foul trouble,
Duncan too.
And right, but then they brought in
Caleb.
They brought in Caleb. And he's like the perfect guy to come in and fill up those minutes. And he's not the type, maybe he wouldn't, he's not going to be putting up major playoff minutes. I hope not, because it would mean major injury to someone. I don't want to go there. But he's able to do that. He's able to plug in those minutes. And
can I say something about It's Mac Pro just said Atlanta made the wrong adjustments. This is chess, not checkers. Coach of the year. I actually thought Atlanta did the right adjustments. They were getting Trae off the ball, but they weren't letting him bring it up, so it kind of unsimplified Miami's coverages. I thought they were running off makes and misses, which they were pushing for mismatches, not in pick and roll, but in transition, which I thought was the correct move. But Miami better teamed them. This is what you should be encouraged as Heat fans. They made the correct adjustments. They attacked Dedmon in a drop that forced the Heat to play a little more zone in Dedmon minutes. They did everything that they could have. It's like, how can we fix our offense? Their offense tonight had a 106 offensive rating. That's not good enough. That was one, and Bogey went off. They did the right things.
Yeah,
that should encourage Heat fans.
And that's an amazing point. And Tiff, I wanted to ask you about that. They took the Hawks' best punch.
Yeah.
Like the Hawks out, there were quarters like you're watching it and you're like, man, the Hawks are outplaying the Heat.
Yeah. Well, I saw everybody
and
like
the Hawks did not outscore the Heat except for the fourth quarter, and I think they outscored them by 1 in the fourth. So every time you thought the Hawks were like, oh man, they're getting their shit together, the Heat just answered every fucking bell the entire game.
when we were watching with the watch party, I was saying to Kenny, I was like, the Hawks are playing their best game and they're only up by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You take that. Mm-hmm. Because the Heat played shitty that first quarter and a half. Like, you take that. You let Jimmy do what he's going to do, and you come back in the second half, and you hit your run. And that's exactly what they did. They came back in the third quarter, and then they started pushing the lead. They pushed it to, 13, 14. And, it got to 10, then it went back up. I think sometimes, like, we forget, like, this Heat team, as great as they can be, they can also just be like featherheads. Like, they don't pay attention all the time. Like, we should be used to them coming out a little bit lackadaisical at times and then trying to figure it out, like what's happening. I don't understand why everybody's like freaking out about like a 3-point lead in the second quarter.
Tiff.
They're not going to beat everybody by 25 points. Like, this is not how they're built.
Brass, I'm watching it, and to Tiff's point, I'm like, and listen, in our group chat, like, people were losing their minds. Like,
hold on, let me just say something, because this is the 5th time I've seen somebody make this comment. What is it, Zero Pry or something? Zeox Pry. Listen, I got little ears. They don't make them no smaller. It's nothing I can do.
I feel like I can't use AirPods. Them should just fall the fuck out my damn ear. And I got big motherfucking ears. Them should just fall the fuck out. I do ho ho ho. This shit is fine. Brass. The whole night, like I saw Heat fans panicking. I never at any point felt any kind of like consternation about this game. Like, I just felt like the Hawks were giving them their best punch, and the Heat were just like, okay, all right, DeAndre Hunter's upset. The dude with the light-skinned dude with the long name, and half his name is in his shorts, he's upset. Trae Young's tripping people on the side. Like, they are doing their damnedest. They're trying their hardest, and I never felt the Heat were in danger.
People are taking like regular season and postseason, and they're treating them like the same thing, and it's not the same thing. There are games in the regular season. We saw it this year, and a lot of it was that 4-game losing streak where they were really phoning it in, and I think they were just kind of just tired and like just wanting to get to the fucking playoffs already. They have a 1 seed, and that I don't see that happening this year. And it didn't happen last year. Yeah, they got swept in the first round last year, but that was because they were washed.
Yeah,
they didn't. They had nothing left in the fucking tank,
and they had Kendrick Nunn.
And right, true.
You have the quote of the year. Like, don't get fooled. That Heat team was bad last year.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, and we didn't really touch on that too much, but like there are a lot of people that were really down on this Heat team this year, inexplicably, and these same people were up on the Heat team last year. Meanwhile, we were the opposite. We were kind of down on the Heat team last year because we saw there was something legitimately off, and you saw it at the end. Okay. It was over. I mean, they couldn't do it.
A really good point.
Yeah, but you hated you weren't hyped about the bubble run, G. So you are the dumbest of all.
But Brash, you want to know what's funny? The Heat team last year, you know what they were really good at? The clutch.
Fascinating.
That is true. Why? That is
true. Because they played a lot of close games. You want to know why? Because they was ass.
Yeah.
They played a lot of close games because they sucked.
Yep.
They were a bad team last year. So you know what? They had a lot of practice in close games. Like, they were a good – I'm almost positive, and don't check me on this because I don't want to be wrong. They were a better crunch time team last year than they are this year. Like I think I looked it up. Like it
was a crunchier time last year for sure.
It was a crunchier time.
The last 10 NBA champions have not finished in the top 5 in offensive rating in crunch time. Like, it is not a skill. Like, everyone acts like, well, how do you play in close games? You know what you do? Don't play close games. Like, be good enough that you don't play a lot of close games. Like, those are the teams that win championships, Kenny. Like, the whole idea, like, the whole idea that the way that you execute in January affects anything in April or May is wild to me. Like, but we were doing it all year long.
So the Heat last year were minus 7.7 net rating in the clutch. This year they're minus 0.3. No, they're plus 0.3.
I told you don't look this shit up, man.
Well, I'm sorry. Listen, they're average in the clutch this year. They're not even that bad. They're just average.
Gina made me
Fucked
forget
up my whole eye test.
Right, you
Fucked
done
him
just
It's fucked up, G. It's fucked up.
Grinding halt
To do that to your boss like that.
Fuck them numbers.
Fuck them numbers. Anyway, Kenny.
I wasn't joking. G made me forget the question.
Well, we have so many subs tonight. Curtis's hero gifted 5 community subs. Just Jared resubscribed to Prime. Hated Hughes 97, another month at Prime. 16 months. Shout out to him, man. That's right. OG as fuck. Brando 904 subscribed 1 month at tier 1. King Barros 89 subscribed tier 1. Eric the Great gave out 3 community subs. Eric the Great is great. We love that shit. Unexpected Teacher. I wonder how that name came up. Resubscribed for 15 months. They've been for 15 months at tier 1. So shout out to the chat. Y'all been amazing.
Somebody in the chat said Dedmon got so hyped after boxing out. I will say the small lineups really killed the Hawks, but I do not want to get negative tonight because I had a good time. I enjoyed this game. We'll do negative shit on the Heat Beat podcast, so everyone will hate G and not me, because Bam was bad.
I think we shouldn't talk about Bam, honestly.
We're not talking about Bam.
I don't
We're
even
having a
want
good time tonight.
You know,
I'm
we
having
should talk
drinks.
about.
I'm having a good time.
As
you know who we can talk
subscribe
about?
to tier 1.
We can talk about the mechanic.
All right.
Yeah, we can.
And we can do a little Dedmon's Garage for the first time in a little minute. Let's go.
My favorite, though, that old black man that work on everybody's car in the black neighborhood. You know, you need a little carburetor fix or something, you go to him, he be talking to you whole time with his just hanging off his lip. What you got there now? What you got a Plymouth? Yeah, bring that back around here about 4 o'clock. There ain't no goddamn problem. I'll put a carburetor on there for you. I used to work out the plant 15 goddamn years. I'll put a carburetor on there for you. Nigga, just bring me back a pair. Boy, you know what, boy? You look like your goddamn daddy. You don't look like you leave.
Listen, man, I don't remember what I sent Brass on the Dedmon's Garage. To be honest with you. But no, he was amazing. So let's go ahead. Let's just all watch it together for the first time. So he just set a nice little pick. There he goes rolling to the rim. Ga on your bitch ass. Like, did you? Oh, I was about to say, did you move that shit? Okay, there we go.
Let's see that again.
Gabraham threw some good passes today.
And honestly, Gabe and Dedmon have had a connection all year long. My favorite thing about Dedmon is
sending 2 at Gabe.
I just don't. I don't understand how somebody that tall takes so many steps to run through the lane.
But they're little quick steps. Look.
I love him so much. Like, what is happening there? Like, I can't.
Meanwhile, Giannis takes like 3 steps to get across the entire court, and it took Dedmon 11 steps in the paint.
He's taller than him.
But look how quick they are.
Oh yeah.
He's so excited to play. He's the best, man. Like,
he is.
He gave them so much energy and so much activity tonight. Like the offensive rebounds, which we couldn't get any last game. Look at him.
Yeah.
Flexing.
Told y'all. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, let's go.
You gonna play that disposal fee, bitch.
Told you your shit wasn't getting detailed.
Look at him. Handling the ball. Rolling to the rim. Give me that shit. Look, they didn't give it to him. He said, "Oh, don't worry about it.
Just gonna push you right out the way."
Offensive foul, be damned. Look at him.
Who's that? Is that Hunter?
DeAndre Hunter, punk ass.
I tell you what, DeAndre Hunter came out there and was like, "I'm about to be the bully." His ass got bullied.
Look at him. Sit your ass down.
Should have stayed home and ate his salad.
Out here looking like he worked at Magic City. Anyway.
In the back.
Serve me some goddamn wings, bitch.
In the back.
Hey, that's it.
But you know what Dedmon does that, like, it's just a lost art? When he's open, he puts his hands up.
Yeah. And no, hands up, it's ready for the ball.
Like, teach me, pick me. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you don't see that as much.
What Tiff is saying, and this is, I'm going off heat shit right now. You watch the NBA today. Centers set picks, they roll to the basket, and they don't even put their hands up anymore because no one can make a simple fucking entry pass. Like, that shit is, like, it is a lost art. Like, I remember when Dwayne started playing with Whiteside after he came back. And it was like all of a sudden somebody was just feeding Whiteside on the block. like nobody had ever thought of this shit before. Like the entry pass to a big is so like it's foreign right now. So what Tiff is saying, like, yeah, it sounds simple, right? That shit don't happen no more. Or they do be throwing their hands up and nobody gets them the ball. Yep. Like that entry pass is a lost art. And I don't even think it's not that hard. Like I don't know what's happened to the entry pass.
And remember, last year, how many people did we have that could make that pass?
None. No, not Kendrick. None.
Hey.
Hey.
Nobody can make that fucking pass. But Gabe out here making that pass.
So bad last year.
And oh my god, did anybody else watch the TNT broadcast?
I did.
Oh,
are you gonna say what I think you're gonna say?
They wanted the fucking Hawks to win so bad.
Oh, they want them to win. They want them to upset the Heat so bad.
They're like, oh, we need to stretch this series out. Like Dedmon is what killed them. Like Dedmon, when he just went crazy, like they were like, it like took the wind out of the motherfuckers. Like,
Alf, did you hear Iron Eagle say kaboom on a fucking bogey 3?
Bro,
disgusting. They were disgraceful.
There was one time Iron Eagle said nice. I think it was the DeAndre Hunter fucking lady was like nice.
Yeah.
Are you rooting for motherfuckers?
They're rooting for them.
They definitely are
rooting for them.
It makes me sick, honestly, because like I would rather not hear the commentary at all. I want them to do something. This is a crusty ass reference that I'm going to make here, but I know we have some crusty people in here. So you guys remember like a VH1 pop up video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember that? And you watch music videos and there'd be like little stat pop ups. I want nothing. I want no commentary. I just want to watch a game. I want to hear the arena noise, and I just want like little fucking stats. Show me some fucking stat pop-ups. Show me some like previous like game 1 of the series. This was Trae his high score this year was this. His low score was game 1. Like that's this kind of shit. Like that's a much more enjoyable experience than having these people just going like Jimmy and them boys.
Why I watch games on mute all the time. I'm like,
well, they say them boys because they don't know nobody's name.
Oh, Stephen A. But I watch games. Honestly, I would watch more games on mute if I wasn't looking for Naughty Crotty. Like Naughty Crotty is the reason I watch games on volume. I watch games on mute all the time. I was like, how do you watch a game on mute? I was like, because these motherfuckers ain't saying shit I got to hear.
Right.
They really not
a damn thing. Like when fucking I love Will Mansell to death. That's my boy. Next time the Giants are in town, we're going to a Giants-Dolphins game, but I don't want to watch one man interviewing a fucking season ticket holder on Bally Sports, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to watch TNT or ESPN openly root for the opponent, right? Like, or make excuses for shitty calls because they're in bed with the league. I don't need to hear none of that shit. Like, I'd rather just watch a game and not.
But you know what? Maybe that comes with home court advantage. Maybe we do that. Maybe they just get rid of the fucking national people because they don't know what they're watching.
Please.
They don't want it. And then if it's at home, you get Eric and Crotty.
Yeah.
And if it's in Atlanta, you get whoever the fuck does their games. And maybe that's part of it because at least they're commenting on something that they know. At least they're half right.
Right.
At least they're half right, and it kind of fits the vibe of the show. But you have people like they just have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
No, but there are good ones. I mean, when you have Doris Burke.
Yes, there are exceptions.
But
there
it's
are
a
exceptions.
rarity. But that's a rarity.
Rare, yeah.
I think
It's
that's
a rarity.
when you get to the finals, fine.
Right.
You know, when you get deep, that's fine. But
Fuck it. Let us call the game.
But like, what is
you
there
can do
for-
that,
By the way,
actually.
if you do want to hear us call the game, download what is it called? The Playback app.
You don't even need an app. You just go to the website.
The website, get playback.
Someone
Links in
help
chat.
me with the rest of the information.
Yeah, links in chat if you want to. So we do. We're doing live broadcasts every game. We're having watch parties. Brian, Siobhan, I think Kenny and Tiff were in there today.
Mm-hmm.
And all throughout the playoffs, we're just kind of hanging out, watching the game. Our cameras are overlaid onto it. You can control the volume of the game and our volume, and it's all synced up. It's not like when you do a watch party and everyone's kind of on a different feed. The website syncs you log on, you confirm your cable provider, and it's totally authenticated. And then that way, all the broadcasts are synced, and we're all talking, and everybody's in chat together. It's almost like Twitter Spaces. You can request to come on stage. You can all have conversations. It's a lot of fun. Shout out to Playback. Links in chat if you're interested.
Someone asked if we have a Discord. Apparently, we do.
Whatever that is.
I don't understand what Discord is, and I've been trying to figure it out for years. But yes, we do have a Discord. And then, of course, Brian Goins in the chat misspells Discord.
It wasn't G this time, though, so shout out to him.
Yeah. Shout out to Brian with the disease of G. Listen, so the Heat up 2-0, going to Atlanta. As someone who visits Atlanta a lot, I don't envy them. What do you guys think happens next game? Is it Heat in 5? Is it Heat in 4? Tiff, what's happening next game? Are they gonna do the? Are they gonna beat them next game and do the thing where they let them get the 4th game and come home and win it, or are they wiping this team out in 4?
Listen, on the first pregame show for the season, I got to stick with my prediction. I said Heat in 4. I'm sticking with it.
Nice, yes. Fucking
so,
guts there. I love it.
Brash Race Does Sports says if Bam isn't a zombie, it's Heat in 4. Bam has been a zombie, and I will not say that. The first game he was hellacious defensively. He actually was bad defensively tonight, and they still won double digits. Heat in 4, Heat in 5, Heat in 6. What do you predict?
Me?
Yeah.
4. Fucking 4. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned over this.
Has Eric Spoelstra ever lost a playoff game to Nate McMillan?
That's a good question. I don't think
Is he 6-0 right now?
I really doubt it.
Damn.
I'm not even fucking with y'all. Is he 6-0? Nate McMillan was a Pacers coach in the bubble, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I make that up?
No, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Because I was drunk as fuck the entire bubble. That's when COVID first hit, and all of a sudden, fucking Total Wine was delivered to my house. Shit was a wrap.
It was
that
rough
was before gas prices went up.
I miss quarantining gas prices so much, man.
Oh my god!
Remember quarantine flight prices? I would sometimes just check, and I was like, "Damn, that's cheap."
Listen, there were some things during quarantine where it was just like there was no judgment. Oh, I was drunk at 2:00 on a Monday. Of course he is. It's fucking COVID.
Where else you gotta go?
Oh, he's a bad citizen and shit. Anyway, Kenny, Heat in 4, Heat in 5, Heat in 6, Heat in 7.
This is hell no. This is Heat in 4. The quote unquote best player in the series is complaining about the physicality of playoff basketball. This is a wrap. This shit is over with. It's done.
Oh man,
just
Kenny,
get
thank
him
you
out of here.
Thank you, because listen, I don't like objectifying a player, but man, he's a hoe. That is a hoe ass. That is a hoe ass player in Trae Young. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, I was rooting for him when he was burying the Knicks. Fuck you, Trae. First of all, Heat fans, I'm going to talk to y'all right now. Stop booing this motherfucker. He doesn't deserve no.
He's not worth it.
Right.
No.
What you booing? 8 points in the last game? You
We should
mad
do-
about his
hey.
last 8 points?
Let's all
Why
band
are you
together.
booing?
Laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
should be
giggle.
laughing at him.
Point. Just
Not
point.
even a hearty laugh.
Point
Just
and
giggle.
laugh.
Just giggle. Just chuckle. Light chuckle. Like two
I don't
white
even
guys
think
talking
people in the
about
stands
politics.
know who he is, Alf. We talk.
They don't.
Don't laugh loud about it. Don't give him that time. He doesn't deserve booze. I saw G, and I'm gonna ask you, G. You was talking about on the pregame show. Someone said, "Why are you booing 10 turnover triple doubles?" Yeah, exactly. You was talking about on a pregame show that most of the people in the 100 level did not know who Trae Young was.
No
before the
fucking
series
idea
started.
who that guy is. No clue.
clue.
Alf, we've been in the 100 set. Those people are just there to drink and have a good time.
They have no
They
idea.
don't know who any. They know UD, and they probably think Dwayne Wade's still on the team.
Oh, they still looking for LeBron.
It's just cokehead attorneys. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, they have no idea. They still looking for LeBron out there. They have no idea. Don't boo Trae Young. You don't deserve no boos. This ain't Reggie Miller.
Right.
Like, don't
Like,
turn
it's-
him into a Heat villain.
Like the idea that after game one, the excuse was that they were tired because they played 2 games in 3 days. Like, this is not a league where they have back-to-backs.
Oh wait, sorry for the podcast.
Oh
audience,
no.
take a little. What? Take a little trip.
Trip
Take a
and
little
see.
trip. NC says Trae Young looks like a Latino golden girl, and yes, he does.
Thank you for being a friend.
He was it with Rose and Blanche and all of them.
He was the neighbor.
Yeah, we're out there shoving
to-
Betty Blanco in the fucking locker.